Another quick Photoshop tutorial. I've just made this label for this envelope that my kit came in, that I'm going to keep my Week in the Life notebook in, and I wanted to label it with 2025. Basically what I've done is I've just created a closure on the envelope and put my Week in the Life inside. And I just made this card and I thought I'd show you how I did it. So here it is on the screen. So how I started was I opened a new project. So I went File, New, Blank File, Photo 6x4 with a white background. Okay. And then I opened these numbers, which were from the scrapbook kit last year called Daily. So I went to where I had them in my folders, and I pulled out the 2, the 0 and the 5. But then I'm really into colour this year, so I wanted to change the colour. So I also pulled out the 3 so that I could grab the yellow colour, and the 5 I've got, the 8 was the one I pulled out to change the colour of the 0. So I brought those all down, dragged them all down into my work area down here. So these were the numbers. So let's just close those off, and I'll do it again and bring them down so you can see how I did it. 2 that I changed the colour of. So I've got the 5. So if I open the folder where I had them, and I drag down the 2, and I'll drag down the 3 because I want the yellow, and I'll drag down the 0 and the 8. So I want the 0, but I want the colour of the 8. So basically, to change colours, you go to your colour picker tool, you pick the colour, you then go back to your photo bin, pick the number you want to change, go to the paint bucket and change the colour. It's as simple as that. I'll do it once more with the other one. So with the 2, I needed 2 2s for 2025. So what I've done is I've gone to the layer over here, and I've made a duplicate layer, which comes up here. Click OK. And then one of those I'm going to make yellow. So I go down here, get my colour picker tool, get the yellow, which now appears over here, and then I go into the photo bin, open the 2, and it doesn't matter which layer, but if I then get the paint bucket and colour that, I've then got a yellow 2. So I've actually got a yellow 2 and an orange 2. And what I can do is I can hide one whilst I use the other, so that makes it orange. And then I can reveal that one to make it yellow again. So that's how I would do it. So I get my card here, and the first one I want is orange. So I hide the yellow, get the card, click on the orange and drag it up. Get my move tool, move it to where I want it, resize it to how size I want it, doesn't matter at the moment. Perfect. There. Now I need the 0, which is here. Bring that up, drag it up, make that smaller. You can arrange these how you want. This is just how I decided to do it. Now I need the other 2, so I click on the 2 here, I go over here and I hide the orange and I reveal the yellow, and so now it's clicked to yellow. So I get the card I'm working on up again, drag the 2 onto it, shrink it down to whatever size. If you shrink it at the corner, you're shrinking it proportionately, so it always looks the right. Trying to get it about the same height as the orange one, but I'm not precious. So there we are, and then the last number, oh, click the check mark, always click the check mark. Last one, photo bin, is the 5. Okay, so bring that one up, Move that across. Just play about with them however you want. Click the check mark. So that's my 2025. Then I decided to go into my stamp brushes and look for the stamp brush from the recent set that said thankful for this week in the life. So I clicked on that and brought that out, and I decided that that's too big. So if you go down here, you can scroll down to make it smaller. You can make it whatever size you want here. And to start with, I clicked that in black. So go back and change the colour palette back to black. And when I clicked it in black, I decided it was, I haven't made a new layer. Layer to put the stamp on. Layer. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a new layer. And click that. Okay. And that is now not at the front. So what I'm going to do is shuffle that up to the top so that the stamp is ahead of all the other numbers, so it's on top. And what I did originally in black, I thought it was too dark, so before I stamped it, I dialed down the opacity here to about 50%, and that's how I made the card. And there it is. Hope that helps.